course, it's a great opportunity for a photograph as well.
Thank you very much. On behalf of Nigerian Navy, I present the state of thank you.
This is a wonderful partnership to have with the Nigerian Navy. And because of the geographical proximity, I'm pretty sure that Apex Gas will be very, very, very safe in this area for a very long time indeed. Thank you very much, Sergeant Commodore MJ Salihu. I think Wimbai might have said, she didn't say sergeant, she said surgeon. I definitely heard surgeon.
You must have had a slip of the ear if you heard sergeants. But it's Surgeon Commodore, and great to hear that remarkable testimony of impact
Yes,
from him.
I noticed you're very quick to go and sit next to the Navy. I don't know why that is.
You know, the Navy just celebrated 70 years. So I like to be close to people celebrating big milestones. They say you should be excited when your neighbor is being blessed because it means God is in the neighborhood. So I'm just staying close to the neighborhood of good milestones today.
And we have one more speaker before we actually play you a video. And the speaker is from Clinton Health Access Initiatives, Dr. Chizoba Fashanu. It's nice to have a lady up on stage here apart from Wimbai.
Distinguished guests, esteemed partners, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dr. Chizoba Fashanu. I am a worker at the Clinton Health Access Initiative. I'm here on behalf of my country director, Dr. Funke Fashawe, who could not be here. Clinton Health Access Initiative is a global international NGO. We have been in Nigeria for many years and work across the country on a whole load of public health concerns or public health programs, including family planning, child health. The story for us for Oxygen, for me, I'm a doctor in my first life, because I say I'm not a doctor anymore, I'm a public health practitioner, was making an assumption about oxygen. It's oxygen, right? You don't think about it. So I'm talking about this from a medical perspective. Until I started doing oxygen as a public health program and went into hospitals in Niger State, Kano State, Kaduna State. We used to call them the breathing rooms. You can hear the children gasping for breath. And one of the things they told us to do, as an example, was hold your breath. Just hold your breath for a minute. And how do you feel? It's drowning. That, for me, is a passion. This is my passion. I don't need this speech. We've been working in the oxygen space since 2016 or 2015, when it really wasn't sexy, if I can say so. Nobody really wanted to address this as a public health issue. There was private sector, there was government, but we hadn't really sat down to say, what do we need to, that nexus between government and public health. And I want to say the Nigerian government has taken immense strides, milestones. We have over 20-something new liquid tanks in the country. We have more cylinders, production capacity, but we need the private sector. We need the private sector to drive this. And this is where companies and organizations like Apex Gas comes in. So I will go back to my speech. I do have a speech. So for us, this event is really, it holds a particular significance. We've been working with Apex Gases for a year or two now, and that was really to help the country get liquid oxygen or get oxygen into facilities as far as Maiduguri, as far as Sokoto. And I really, and I don't say this because I'm standing here. I've worked with a lot of entities, vendors. The responsiveness, the professionalism, the humility to which Apex Gases has just organized themselves, engaged with us, has always left me completely awestruck. Sincerely, and I will, So I want to say the importance of this work can't be overstated. We need reliable medical oxygen. We don't want to have those breathing rooms. We don't want to have the COVID saga again, where I think most of us did not sleep for months trying to figure out how we were going to solve the problem. So we want to commend Apex Gases on this milestone achievement, but I see this beyond Nigeria, and I'll say something. I'm looking at those East African countries. They have this market shaping thing they're doing where they're looking at regional production, regional supply. And I keep on thinking, why can't we do this in West Africa? Why can't we market shape? Why can't we be the base and the source for oxygen across the region? And I think Apex Gases is at the cusp of something big. We can, and we are happy and willing and ready to participate with you in this journey. So that being said, as you commission this new facility, our hope is that it will further strengthen the availability, reliability, but most importantly, affordability of medical oxygen in Nigeria. I'm only speaking about medical, not industrial, because I don't know. So we really look forward to continued collaboration. CHAI is in across about 7 West African countries. We want to collaborate with you to expand and push your footprint across. So once again, on behalf of the CHAI family, we want to say thank you. On behalf of our donors, we had donors behind us who supported, who brought the money to help us do the work that we do. Unitaid, Global Fund, Gates Foundation. On behalf of our donors and the CHAI Clinton Health and Sex Initiatives, I want to say just hearty congratulations. We're really proud and excited. Thank you.
Dr. Enitan Fashanu, and I have to say that there's nothing nicer than seeing someone who's really passionate about what they do. Oxygen is so important for all of us. And Dr. Fashanu, if I hold my breath, which I do every time a camera is pointed at me, I can tell you I can't hold it for long. So I know how important oxygen is for all of us. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the Presidential Initiative for Unlocking the Healthcare Value Chain, PVAC, we have the technical advisor here, Mrs. Enitan Tejuosho, and would love for her to come up now and speak.
Do give her a warm round of applause as she comes up. As Yinka said earlier, you see the gender representation. We're coming strong as women's ministry, so thank you for that.
And wearing the right colors as well, obviously.
We're in the WhatsApp group together, so.
Good morning, everyone. Please permit me to extend on existing protocol. I'm Princess Enitan Tejuosho, representing the Presidential Initiative for Unlocking the Healthcare Value Chain, that's PVAC. Unfortunately, Dr. Abdul Makhtar, our national coordinator, he's actually on his way, so hopefully he'll be here in time. On behalf of the national coordinator of the Presidential Initiative for Unlocking the Healthcare Value Chain, it is a privilege to join you today as we celebrate the commissioning of this new air separation unit. The Presidential Initiative for Unlocking the Healthcare Value Chain, PVAC, was established by His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to strengthen Nigeria's healthcare industrial base by expanding local manufacturing, unlocking investment, and advancing our nation's health security. Medical oxygen sits squarely at the intersection of these priorities. It is more than an industrial product. It is an essential medicine. Every investment that strengthens our ability to produce medical-grade oxygen locally strengthens the resilience of our health system and our capacity to save lives. Today's commissioning is therefore far more than the launch of a new production facility. It is another step toward building a healthcare value chain that is increasingly self-reliant, investment-ready, and capable of meeting the needs of Nigerians. The timing could not be more significant. Just 2 days ago, PVAC convened the inaugural National Oxygen Market Development Forum, NOMAD, a platform bringing together government, development partners, financiers, manufacturers, regulators, and healthcare providers around a single question. How do we build a medical oxygen market that reliably delivers oxygen to every patient who needs it? Our discussions focused on financing, regulation, and distribution, among many other priorities. Yet every one of these solutions rests on a single foundation: the ability to produce high-quality medical oxygen at scale. Without production, there's no market to strengthen. Without infrastructure, there is no supply chain to optimize. That is why today's investment matters. With this new 70-ton per day air separation unit, Apex African Gas Nigeria has established itself as the country's leading producer of liquid oxygen. This is not only a milestone for Nigeria, but a significant achievement for the wider West African region. But infrastructure alone is not enough. Investments of this scale deserve an enabling environment that allows them to reach their full potential. That is the work PVAC and the NOMAD program are committed to advancing. Our goal is straightforward: to help build the conditions where every liter of medical-grade oxygen produced in Nigeria can reliably reach the facilities and patients who depend on it. Because the true measure of success is not the capacity we install today, but the lives that capacity ultimately serves. To the leadership and entire team at Apex African Gas Nigeria, thank you for your continued confidence in Nigeria's future and for your contribution to strengthening our healthcare system. Congratulations on this remarkable achievement, and we look forward to working together to build a stronger, more resilient medical oxygen ecosystem for Nigeria and the larger region. Thank you.
My apologies, Princess Editor Tejojo, for not immediately recognizing from your walk alone that you're a member of a royal family. It should have been obvious. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we have a video to show you now from Dr. Gilbert Shetak, who is of the oxygen desk of the Federal Ministry of Health. Now, unfortunately, he's not able to be with us, hence the video. But it's important because for once, I'm astonished that there is actually an oxygen desk. That should tell us all how very important oxygen is for everything that we do in this country. Thank you. Video.
On behalf of the oxygen decks of the Department of Hospital Services, Federal Ministry of Health, I want to wish Apex Gases the best of luck as they forge ahead in their expansion system. I also want to encourage them and to see that they will also continue to support the Nigerian government in the provision of liquid oxygen to the tertiary hospitals, probably in future to the secondary healthcare centers for effective respiratory care. I'm also encouraged by the fact that a lot of other private sector players in this field are leaving the country, but interestingly, Apex Gases are actually expanding. That shows the belief they have in the Nigerian system and in the Nigerian people. And I do also believe that someday the Nigerian government will appreciate what Apex Gases have been doing, and they will continue to do to support the health system in Nigeria. On this note, I want to wish them and wish everybody that is present there, everybody that is participating in supporting Apex Gases to do more for the health system. I wish them the best of luck and the best of the commissioning. To my friends at Apex Gases, Charles Olam and Friday, we've been working effectively with them. They are always punctual. They are always effective. They do everything in supporting the national government as we forge to ensure that the maintenance system and the supply of oxygen goes around the country. They are always there to support, and they are always there when we are doing programming activities that require private sector participation. Thank you and best of luck.
Thank you very much. What a wonderful message from the Ministry of Health and Social Welfare. And, you know, listening to some of the testimonies today, Yinka, and the goodwill messages has been very profound, because I know before the COVID pandemic, I know a lot of people who couldn't even spell oxygen. But the pandemic made us realize that something we take for granted is something that's so critical. And now it's exciting to see that we're taking an initiative not to wait for the reactionary emergency period that may come, but we are prepared, and we shall be prepared, God forbid, should another situation of that similar magnitude arise?
I think most distinguished Senator Tokunbo Abiru should actually take a message to Abuja that we should rename the Federal Ministry of Health the Federal Ministry of Oxygen. Is that a good idea, ladies and gentlemen?
Fantastic idea, fantastic idea. Well, in the spirit of gratitude and thanksgiving, it's now time for our vote of thanks.
Vote of thanks for Okotoyi Pinero, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, and a very strong voice behind Apex Gas. I think he said before we came this morning that Apex Gas for too long has not been blowing its own trumpet. Clearly the oxygen has flowed in the right direction and the trumpeters now are doing their job. It's great to hear about the great work this great company is doing. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Nka. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests. I'm not going to ask you to hold your breath, but we do have sufficient oxygen in case you need one. A quick one it will be. My task this afternoon, I think it's still morning, thinking we'll go into the noon, appears to be easy one, having regards to the excellent welcome speech and address by the group chairman, Chief Najid Adeniji, and the insightful remarks from my dear brother, Kodo Fawaz, Dr. Kodo Fawaz. First and foremost, let me express our profound appreciation to our distinguished guest of honor, Senator Tokunbo Abiru, a dear brother from the Asian Kingdom of Ikorodu, man of the Senate Committee on Banking and Finance. We are immensely grateful for creating time to be here from Abuja. I also want to thank our distinguished partners from Lebanon. You're most welcome. We continue to appreciate you. I also want to thank those who have spoken, whose testimony is quite resounding. We appreciate you, and I think, like the Surgeon General said, Commodore said, we have continued to support medical services that are in need of it. I think easily I remember our support to Lagos State Ministry of Health, particularly to the Yaba Center during the COVID pandemic, and this was done again absolutely gracious. So we again continue to appreciate those who have spoken, and we thank you all. To my brother here, Mr. Bayo Adeleke, we thank you also. You have also been, words are not sufficient to express the support that you've given to this establishment. We thank you very much for that. So the group chairman, on behalf of the entire group and entire companies that make up the CANS group, I want to thank you, sir, for your exemplary leadership, that has spanned over 2 decades. In fact, that much I remember that shortly after your retirement, at that very young age of less than 60, you've been part of us at 90 and growing stronger. We continue to thank you, sir. You remain a pillar of strength, an enduring source of inspiration to all of us. We are grateful, sir. Permit me to thank the management and staff of Apex Gas for this joyful and impactful celebration. To my 2 brothers, Wissam and Charles, I commend both of you for the time and the strong industry committed to the realization of this project. I thank you all. Finally, permit me to acknowledge a man, and I think a lot has been said about him, who is unavoidably absent today, yet remains one of the unsung heroes of Nigerian enterprise. He is an accomplished industrialist who has built a formidable economic infrastructure in both Lagos and Kano, but who has consistently shown the limelight and public attention. With the indulgence of my guest of honor here and our chairman, I respectfully submit that this remarkable individual, on the person of Alhaji Ahmed Fawaz, and many other patriotic Nigerians like him, deserve due recognition and the conferment of the national honors. And I hope my distinguished brother here, and guest of honor, will take that message back to Abuja. As the chief promoter of Apex Bank, Alhaji Ahmed Fawaz has for over 4 decades contributed immensely to the national economy by creating and sustaining employment, as the chairman has said, for over 5,000 Nigerians. His exceptional contribution to industrial development job creation, and national economic growth makes him eminently deserving. And I hope in due course that will be acknowledged. Not only him, but there are quite a lot of unsung heroes in Nigeria. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, this is a short remark, but I want to thank everybody for creating time to be here. And I pray as you all go back home that you go home safely, and God bless you for coming. Well, most again, I think also I have omitted the most important people, the labor. Those who work with us, we acknowledge you and we continue to thank you. We thank every one of you. Thank you so much.
Another warm round of applause for Sir Toyin Pinero for SAN. We thank you.
Applause to the media, Inka, and the Niger wife. Thank you so much.
I was going to come and claim my own thank you, especially. Thank you so much for having me, sir. Thank you. It has been such an honor to witness this incredible collaboration. Incredible things happen when public sector and private sector come together for these ecosystems that are critical, not just to nation building, but to sustaining life in the world, not just here where we are. So as we celebrate this, they say in social media terms, the social media generation say that if you don't take a picture of it, it never happened. So we'd like to invite the distinguished members of the board, our board chairman, shareholders, and of course our guest of honor today. If you'll make your way onto the stage, that is the board, shareholders, and our guest of honor, so we can have our family photo right here on the stage. In the meanwhile, I want to say a very special thank you to all those who have made the time. Please, you're welcome. Please do continue to make your way onto the stage. In the meantime, I want to thank everybody who has taken time out today to come and mark this incredible milestone, the beginning of a journey, the grand commissioning of the 70 TPD ASU plant, which is going to continue to make a huge impact, not just in job creation and industrialization, but of course saving lives and fueling industry. So I thank you all so much. Lunch is now served. As our board and our shareholders take this picture, you're all very welcome to make your way out to start getting yourselves some lunch. So thank you very much. Good morning. Have a pleasant day. And I wish you a very safe journey home. And make sure you tell the world that Apex African Gas Nigeria Limited has done a wonderful thing today. Thank you so much, and God bless you all.
It's wonderful to have a young lady up amongst the men up there.
All right, everybody say cheese. Very important for us to also thank our bankers. As much as oxygen fills our lungs and is our lifeline, we know without the banks,
Money is the oxygen
it's
of
the
business
oxygen.
and growth.
So we honor our bankers today. We celebrate them. Thank you all so much. Like I said, please do make your way out. You can go and enjoy your lunch. It's served.
Those on stage will be exiting to the left. We have a quick meeting to join you at the lunch section. But ladies and gentlemen, members of the armed forces, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for coming. Lunch is served. Please go to the back of the hall, turn right, and you'll be directed to where lunch will take place.
And our technical team is going to help us play an incredible completion video of this project so that you can get those visuals and really take it in and appreciate it. Again, board members and shareholders, I do encourage you to take your leave from this door here at the front of the hall. And the rest of our distinguished invited guests, please, the ushers are on hand.
Technical advisor at the Ministry of Health. Yes.
Wait a minute.
No, well done, sir. Yes, money is
Is Elijah coming? I don't think so. Where's Elijah? I like to let Mr. Abiru do it. Okay, let's.
Excuse sir.
Mr. Media, sorry. Apologies.
Thank you, sir.
You're not staying in there.
We have to go and get the short cover.
I'm gonna go this way and bring everyone in here so that the photography can go that way. So you guys outside. Just so they can capture this. Right here. This way.
Okay. See you there. They shout fast.
Yes.
Where are we?
It's a big cup. I'll hold it. I'll hold it for you.
I lay there by the inside. You don't know me. So on behalf of the Hans Group, this dedication to the glory of God and to all those who make it possible. Bring your mic down, bro.
Charles, you are the one. Lead the way. You can move forward. The camera people can move forward.
You guys pass past
Look at all this piping, all the
One megawatt, 1 megawatt. That's what we get from the banks. Wow. Wow. You see the cleanliness. Yeah. How is the distillation? The bigger quantity, the bigger capacity, the higher the power, the higher purity, the higher the power. Regardless of the environment, because the environment no, doesn't matter. The fact of the purification of the air. And then when the process purifies it, it's special up to nitrogen, that's the 100% for so 1 ppm, 1 part per million. Oxygen, the reason I like it is 99.9. The biggest land even in West Africa so far.
I was thinking about unsustainable politics. They wanted us to talk to you about
We need somebody.
then we think it's finished.
As you heard, I was speaking
Tower, yeah, look behind you. That's where you are going. No.
We can walk up if you like. We kept that's
Are you inside this plant? Yes, sir.
The more hospitals are with the role of child. Now we have supply. They don't have the story. There is a big financing for the
Yes. Yes. And it's clear to share.
Different types of
Yes, we can do
here
it.
I produce oxygen at the time of the plant.
Yes.
And I
Let's do
feel
it.
you don't have to feel one high
If I can have, if we can have something by the one day, then we have, even if it's just one.
Okay. All right. We're done.
Yeah, we can go.
Sir, we're done.
Are we done?
Yes. Free to go. We can go from this way to have a shortcut. We can go back from this way.
Like, look at us. So, we're not having else to do with it now. I saw them.
You cannot take that one, but I trip is a disaster.
Good. Yeah, go. Enjoy yourself. Very good.
Sorry.
Yes. I'm at the entrance now. I'm just coming on that photo. They are. I have Wisdom. You guys are talking technical aspect of this.
He's there.
So, okay, they're ready now. He has to leave.
Where is he, man?
Okay, now.
Let's go. Okay. Good afternoon, Senator. Yeah, this is one project that very timely for Nigeria. Beyond that, this is one commodity that should go around the country. And as a serving senator representing the federal government here, what's your thoughts about ensuring that within the shortest time possible, this goes around the country?
Thank you very much. I think family arrangement, the mothers of this people has the council, the family that I've always known. So I'm not coming here because as a senator of this country, I'm coming here as a member of the family and friends. Because it's a family that is very much in this country. In this country for over 45 years. So you can imagine the kind of faith, the belief that they have in this country. We have succeeded in several other areas of business. Example, so backing this particular company that they are more come to see and witness today also speaks to the fact that the kind of faith and belief that they have in the country, you understand, and of course the current leadership of the country. The council, if I may just take it back, because over 5,000 Nigerians across the country, and this facility that we are seeing here is another major investment that is likely to put another 1,000 persons. You understand? So we must the council to support and the faith that they have in the country. Now, speaking to the product here that they are also producing as well, these are products that are also very useful in terms of healthcare in our industries as well. So we want to thank them for their presence, for their belief, and also the commitment they have in the country.
Yeah, would this in any way shore up Nigeria's forex? Because of course...
Oh, sure. So this again, I mean, look, it's going to save us the idea of implementation, also some technical know-how, because all of the things that you have seen here are done locally, you understand, and of course, what I understand about this facility, the major raw material that you need is just power, because the other complements, which is just natural air, is in abundance. So that is what they are driving on. So of course they have provided their own power. As we also improve power supply to also enhance the capacity of this facility.
Thank you very much, Senator. Thank you, Lisa. Camera, sir. Adjust your camera. Okay, to the right a bit, sir. Thank you very much for your time, sir. We will not spend too much time, but as a man who spent years to build companies, and this one, what are your thoughts about the impact it will have in terms of employment and also showing up government revenue?
Changing configuration to more we know they're going to. service universities. They represent also significant. These are gases that have been imported if we are not using local. It saves us foreign exchange costs that we are able to produce here. As we had our
Yeah, we can on the way on the shipping line, bring the container 2 weeks. I ready.
My own personal story about. Please stop.
We'll show that in the media as well.
I like that.
Banana, we're coming to banana. That's not somewhere I think I like my previous Yeah, tell them to bring the umbrellas. Ah, thank you. Thank you. Yes.
Now, get their names right. I need your contact.
Okay.
I'll send you their pictures.
Thank you, thank
No.